What's up everyone, Mahomie7 here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Nightwing action figure. So let's start out with the package. So here we have a picture of Nightwing, the DC Comics logo, DC Multiverse. Here we have the name of the figure and the DC logo. On the side we have a picture of Nightwing. It says DC Multiverse. And on the back we have Dick Grayson, the first Robin, left the nest and ventured out on his own, called as the hero Nightwing, protecting both Gotham City and Bloodhaven. Here we have all the figures in the wave, which is Beast Boy, Starfire, Flash, Wally West Flash, and then John Stewart Green Lantern, and then Nightwing and the TV show Black Lightning. And they all come together to make the Ninja Batman action figure. And Nightwing comes with the left leg of Ninja Batman. And that's about it. No, nothing at the bottom. No one cares about that stuff. And let's take a look at this figure. This is a very nice figure. Let's see, let's clear this a little bit. You can take a look at the face sculpt. There we go. That's a great Nightwing face sculpt. Whenever I imagine Nightwing, this is what I think of. The hair's on point, the mask looks great. There's a little bit of something on his nose, but that's not a big issue. And then here's his body. He has the standard male buck for the DC Multiverse figures. And then you can see his logo, and it goes all the way down to his back. And then you can see that he has gloves, I guess. And then he has knuckles, painted knuckles, and then the inside of his hand is painted too. Very nice looking figure. There's not much to him, but then he's not drawn that much. The look of Nightwing is simple, but amazing. And then you can see his boots, which aren't sculpted, they're just painted. And that's the Nightwing figure. Just the standard buck with some extra detail painted on. The face sculpt's really good though. Okay, so for accessories, Nightwing comes with 2 fisted hands where the knuckles are painted very nicely, and then on the inner of the hand it's just blue paint, and then there's some sculpting details, and you can change his hands out. It's pretty simple. You just pop his hand off, and then you can just pop in whichever hand that you want to put in. Oh, that's a tight joint. Okay. There we go. That works out pretty neat. And then he also comes with his batons, which are painted and sculpted very nicely. They have a little texture to them. It looks very nice, and then he can just hold it in his hands. It's pretty easy to just slide on into his hands, and he holds it pretty tightly. It's not going to fall off or anything. Okay, so for articulation, Nightwing's head does not look up at all. It looks down the slightest, and then he can rotate side to side and not much head pivot. Shoulders move outwards. They can rotate 360. He has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and then wrist swivel and hinge up and down. He has an ab crunch, which doesn't crunch back much, but it does crunch down fairly decently. He has a waist swivel, legs, full 360, and then his legs do kick forward pretty good and not back much at all. And then he has a thigh cut, double jointed knees. That's pretty good. And then his ankles move up and down, and he has ankle pivot. Okay, so for height, Nightwing stands at about 6 3/4 inches tall. Here is Nightwing next to some Teen Titans characters. So we have Starfire, Wonder Girl, and Beast Boy. And here is Nightwing next to Jessica Cruz Green Lantern, Superman, and the Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. And then Jessica Cruz has the standard female buck, while Nightwing, Superman, and Green Lantern support the standard male buck. And I think the height comparison between these is pretty good. Okay, so overall, I think this Nightwing figure is a really good figure. They knocked it out of the park with the head sculpt. The accessories are pretty good. The paint is pretty crisp. And then his articulation is pretty decent too. This is the Nightwing action figure to have in your collection. I'd give this action figure a 9 out of 10. I love the character of Nightwing, and I love this action figure. I'm super happy to have it, to put it in my Teen Titans display and my Bat Family display. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching.